So come on in and take a sip. Let's wind down. And today on this fantabulous little Austrian red dry table wine. It's almost as thin as a claret. You can actually see right through it. You can certainly tell what time it is on your watch. So pale, very notey on the nose. Very, very nice. So we have a grid to hop into. Let's see what we've got here today. So it looks like an Alex Eaton Salners construction edited by Joel Faliano. And I'd say without any further ado, let's hop into this grid, see what we got. So Fanged Menaces with 3 letters. I don't know. I'm sorry. Well, I'm thinking there's going to be an S at the end, so the 3, the play division. Well, we can probably put an act in there. And if that's an A, then I guess we can talk about asps here. But I hate to say that word, asps. It's terrible. Close, or close. Let's go with shut for close. Clown role in Chinese opera, and that is Zhou. And story that jumps off the page. I mean, incidentally, I think that's the Chinese dynasty where Confucian theory and a few others came from. Brand of kitchen storage containers. Well, I mean, this may seem. It just seems like it might be Tupperware, and I don't think I've seen that word in forever. I just don't think I've seen the word Tupperware since maybe a child. Mathematical suffix with quin or sex, and I guess it would be tuple. Quintuple, quintuple. Canadian province between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. And I'm looking there in my mental map, and I guess Ile du Prince Edouard, so Prince Edward's Island. I guess that's the only thing I can think of there. I mean, between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, it's up there close to Maine and all that. Story that jumps off the page. How about a pop-up book? Those are so much fun. Last thing in a Leonardo da Vinci masterpiece. I'm assuming this is The Supper. Director Kazan Elia. Okay. Farm measure, maybe an acre. Incidentally, if you ever meet a cowgirl, never ask her the size of her spread. It's none of your business. Just helpful hint. Word with league or spring. I guess we're talking Arab. And Shutzi did that stuff in undergrad, Model Arab League stuff. Argument could be a row. Crayon choice, maybe the color. Oh, I don't know. Site of a famous 1836 battle, well, I can tell you right now, there's no basement in the Alamo. 1 million casualties, so I guess it's a mill, all right. So, kind of acid used to make silly putty, I think that's boric acid. Archaeological find could be a relic. The second S of USSR, so probably socialist. United Socialist. So the United Soviet Socialist Republic. No more for me. Thanks. What's the big deal? What's the big idea? Don't know. Dalai Lama, so that tells us it's idea. Dalai Lama. And let's see. Some bets in roulette. Well, it's not going to be odds. It's not going to be reds. I guess we're going to have to go with evens. So then with that, what's the big idea? We can close that off perhaps. And if this is an M, Dallas Hoopers, informally, I guess these are the Mavs, so that's good. That gives me my M. So I think this might be I'm all set. And so with that, pub, pints, ales, and flexibility for a dancer. Do you think that's really an asset for a dancer? I can't imagine. Imagine you dance your best when you're all stiff. Gender identity prefix. I guess we're talking about cis. Goals, maybe aims. Fracas, maybe a melee. So again, not very, very clever stuff, not very challenging stuff for our Tuesday, but it has a theme of sorts here. So let's see what it comes down to. Political configuration suggested by the answers and their circled letters. Okay, TEACAST. T. Cast. Huh, okay. That didn't come to me just yet. We'll have to see if that even does. Let's see. So, hug, maybe to embrace. And junkyard dog could be a cur. Strong desire, perhaps an urge. Big name in mattresses, of course, thinking Serta. Student run class. Student run class. Maybe gym? Well, this RTY here tells me this must be a two-party system. So, with that said, let's see what the rest of the grid's got for us on completing this theme here that I'm a little suspect of at this point. Arthur Ashe Courage Award. I think that's the SB. And so this would be a tip, maybe a helpful suggestion. Give off could be admit. Use one's winnings for the next bet in casino lingo, so maybe let it ride. I'm not a big gambler, believe it or not. I've just learned this over the years, mostly through literature and media. So, force of nature. I'm going to go with gravity. I don't know why that nature has to be in question mark there. Rainbow hue. I guess we're talking about violet. It's interesting if you want to describe the colors of the rainbow in order, you just got to remember the Roy G. Biv acronym. And so Roy G. Biv, it's like, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Thank you, Shotzi. You're the best. Take a chance on me. Okay, so we got ABBA making its way in today. Call off as a takeoff. That's right. And ruler at the Winter Palace would be the Tsar. And so Alexander Hamilton politically was a Federalist. And I'm going right back to it. Thank you for pointing that out, because honestly, I would not have caught it. Pale yellow cheese, maybe Edam. Edam, incidentally, is made backwards, so you can say made cheese. Spare me the deeds, maybe TMI. Terry Hatcher. Okay, well, nice to see her make it into the puzzle for once. She's in there all the time. So, folk singer Guthrie, you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. So, Run DMC and De La Soul are trios. Name found in Yale Library appropriate. Oh, that's right. That's their nickname. Bunch of Ely's, which is also brings up that verb or that adjective. The adverb. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe Ely. E-E-L-Y. I don't like it. Don't think anybody ever uses it, so I don't know why we have it. We'll see. Small component of an immune response. Looks like it may be a T cell. And grandparent, maybe an elder. Feeling crummy could be ill. Yard sign word, elect or re-elect. When the skeletons in one's closet might be brought out. Privileged group, I guess these could be the haves, and then that makes this Halloween. And Halloween. And Cain's victim, Abel. Yeah, you ever have a puzzle almost just put you to sleep? Man, yeah. What's going on right now? Second part of a notable Latin boast. So, Veni, Vidi, Vici. Okay. Put up with, abide, And upper hand could be an edge. And grox, maybe C's. And baseball franchise with a bell in its logo, well, of course, would be the Liberty Bell. And it's who you know, networking principle. And what do we got here? As to your other question, Egyptian symbols of life are ankhs. Well manicured lawns, generally moan. And overly could be two. And let's see, digitally endorsed, maybe east sign. And Parisian pal, ami. Ami. How do we do, Bob? Okay, I mean, I could say that it wasn't the most challenging puzzle in the world. I could say that it had some clever film, but I don't remember one single thing that was clever in that film.
There's only one thing that I thought was clever, and I don't remember what it was.
She just said there's one thing she thought was clever, but she's already forgotten what it was. So, but that's okay, right? I mean, it's okay. We know we got to have some of the gimmies. But I guess I got really hooked on or used to all of the clever stuff we had from like Wednesday forward last week. So maybe tomorrow being Wednesday and a new week in September, it's just going to be, we're going to be overrun with challenging, oh my gosh, it was a 15-hour solve on a Wednesday kind of a thing. Maybe that'll be the case. Boy, that's going to take a long time to upload. In the meantime, though, I mean, it's not a dog. It was just a little light. So we just thump you on out of here. And you can come back when you're more interesting. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and do this, which will bring down our see you later slide, because we want to say see you later, and we want you to know that until next time, thank you for liking and subscribing and all of that. Love reading your comments. But until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag. Wir wünschen Ihnen auch einen schönen Abend. Tschüss, Servus, Grüß Gott, auf Wiedersehen. Ciao, Cin-Cin, be well, take care. We'll get through it.